Hey, it's Ross Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Unknown Armies. This is another in our Claire and Calamity series.
Hey, you remembered my character's name.
Yep. It only took me 3 games. Well, this is the third. I'm going to call this scenario, the working title is The Send-Off. And you'll hopefully figure that out as the scenario goes on. But, this takes place after Ghosts and Coffee. You've settled back into your routine of drawing furry art of various types as a commission artist, Sticky Paws.
High art, I chuckle, hitting the vape pen.
Yeah. So are you still hanging around Kansas City? Have you moved? It doesn't really matter as long as you're not moving to a big city. This adventure takes place.
Yeah, no. We're between apartments right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, we've just been hanging out in this hotel.
Okay.
Paying the maid $10 a day not to tell them that we have a dog because it's $20 per day for the pet fee.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's saving you $10 a
That's
day.
just sound finance.
So you've gotten a commission, an extremely high-paying commission, for 2 pictures. But the catch is you have to do these. These are not going to be furry art. This is backyard extreme deathmatch wrestling promotional art.
Okay, but does somebody have like a furry mask, or is it like a furry luchador thing? Like,
no, it's you. And the thing is, you have to draw them at the end. 2 particular wrestlers at the end of their matches, because they're building up to a Hell in a Cell finale in an abandoned prison. And so the promoter, Melvin Diggle, you're pretty sure that's not his real name, but. So he is he's paying you $5,000 per picture, but you have to be at each of the final 2 matches before they go to Hell in the Cell. The first match is for Jack Mayhem, and then the second match and you're supposed to draw him at the end of the match, how he looks at the end of the match. And then the second one is for the heel Rod Ramjet. He is
Rip Slam Truck. Was it available then?
Oh, he got eliminated early on. He broke his leg when he jumped off a ladder and missed the mat and just hit. Well, he hit the mat. Well, he hit it. Yeah, it was a bad break. Anyway, so yeah, it's a bit unusual. So your first match is coming up where you're going to see Jack Mayhem in action. You'll have ringside seats, and you're supposed to sketch it at least, and then finish it as a full body portrait of Jack Mayhem as he. Melvin told you he's, scripted to win the match against his contender.
You mean he's likely to win?
Yeah. I mean, things get pretty. The thing is, this is backyard extreme wrestling, so there's a lot of foreign objects, a lot of bleeding wounds. So there are occasional people are taken out of commission. So there's always a chance you could lose, but. You're not sure how Melvin got your information, but he made you the offer. He gave you $1,000 in advance, and is very eager to get you specifically to draw these pictures. But yeah, you could talk to him, call up or message Melvin if you have more questions before. We'll say this is a couple hours before the match. You've got enough money to Uber to the site. It is literally in someone's backyard out in the suburbs. It's actually suburbs bordering on rural area. It's kind of far out in the sticks a little bit. But it's supposed to get a couple hundred people there. The parking's just going to be on a big, the backyard is a couple of acres. So, yeah.
Did we get any money up front?
Yeah, you got $1,000.
Okay.
No.
Well, it's just
forever
$1,000
on $1,000.
Yeah. So we're still doing a stream then, because you got to eat. You can't not stream.
So
it's just
it's
just like Claire talking to Chat, and she's like, so started looking at one of those tabletop game things that Chat's always going on about, like a rogues and sorcery thing. And I'm like 20 pages deep into this setting, and I hate how unrealistic it is. Like, not the daggers and magic thing, but the historical inaccuracy. Because you've got the main city called King's Quay, which is fucking ridiculous because it's a wharf and the king doesn't even live there. He lives like 2 duchies over. So the place is run by a count. But I get it because you don't name stuff like Count Quay or anything like that. But they could at least call it after his family name. Like, since it's evil Count Boning, they should just call it Boning Wharf, which is also an excellent title for a Jadzia Dax piece. So I'm going to tuck that in my back pocket for later. Anyway, chat, the time lapse of the line art and colors will be available on YouTube later. So make sure you howl like a werewolf when you hit that like and subscribe button.
All right.
I'm standing in the corner licking the wall because I don't know it's not a black light.
Yeah.
I've just got like poster boards set up, like cut it and drawn to make it look like it's a real person's house and not a hotel room. What's in the fridge, Claire? You really want to know? You really want to know what's in the fridge? It's not a real fridge.
Oh no. I mean, I would imagine you have a little mini bar kind of refrigerator in there, so you can have leftover stuff and a microwave. Yeah, we'll say it's a really decked out hotel room. You got a microwave and a mini bar fridge.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the life size cutout of Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah, of course. How'd you find that, or did you order that specifically?
I think we just have it. I think you get like shit from fans, but like we got a PO box.
Okay, yeah. One of your fans said, "Hey, I was dumpster diving behind this place that rented videos. That's apparently a business model. Well, not anymore. So anyways, I found this. Do you want it?" And so there you go.
I said no, and now it's here.
Yep. Yeah. So you do your stream. Then you.
Do we know what was his name? Diggle? Did we know him at all before this? Like if I Google his name, what comes up?
Lots of stuff. He is the main promoter of Backyard Extreme Deathmatch Wrestling. He is the force behind it. This match is actually going to be on. Most of the matches are on land that his family owns. So he's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsteel Dimmadome. Yep, exactly. So he has lots of interviews, podcast stuff. He puts up videos. He's sort of like a one-man organization behind this. Apparently, it turns a profit, but just barely. Especially when you take into account, paying for just bandages and like basic first aid shit. It's not like they insure the wrestlers.
Oh, he pays for basic first aid? That's how I know he's not a professional.
Well, it's more, like you say you pay for bandages, you pay less on cleanup later on. Like, especially, they already have to bleach the wrestling, ring every match, but they wanted to have at least some semblance of white on it. Not just pink turning to pure red from all the blood on it between matches. So you can find out all things about him. I'll leave it up to you whether you know him or not. He contacted you, so he could have just picked your name for you're not sure exactly why he picked you, other than that you're local to the area. But you don't exactly advertise your location, so you don't know how he knew that. So yeah, that's actually a bit of a mystery. But I'll leave it up to you if you actually knew him before this commission. Or
I don't think I know anybody.
Okay. You can chat with him or his assistant, Skylar. His assistant handles a lot of the emails and admin work. You need to talk to Skylar before the match begins to get some of the specs of Melvin has very particular requirements for this art. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna text Skylar.
Oh hey, Claire.
Hey.
You're still good to go tonight. It's really important. Melvin's really looking forward to seeing art of Jack.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you PayPal me $50 for the Uber?
Didn't we give you I know well I already paid you $1,000 for the down payment.
Yeah, but that's my commission. So if you could PayPal me $50 for the Uber.
All right. 10 minutes goes by
Expenses, man.
Melvin, Skylar text. Melvin says it's okay. Okay, here you go.
All right. Sucker, it's only $11.
All right.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
surge pricing.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're just gonna get one of those group deals where they put somebody else in here, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. You can Calamity can sit in your lap."
All right. So, is there anything else you want to ask, or do you just want to cut to showing up at the?
No, if the reason they know me is something supernatural, I don't think that's something I'm going to be able to find without like a lot of investigations. It's probably just better to just go to the place.
Okay. Yeah. How early do you want to show up, or when
did they tell me to show up?
They want you there before they begin. So the match begins at 8, so they want you there by 7:30 at the latest.
Oh, okay. Then you probably show up around like 7:30. I don't think there's a reason to get there early.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll say it's summer, so it's still light outside, and it's a big 2-story but kind of cheaply looking, kind of Grover House-esque house. But it's
Oh, no.
it's happening literally in the backyard, and the backyard just goes for acres, and it's just mowed grass with trees dotting it. So there are several dozen cars parked.
A zip line that's incredibly unsafe to use.
Well, you can see the beginnings of one. Like it looks like they started a tower for a zip line, but they kind of abandoned it. So yeah, there is a tower. Some teenagers are already climbing on, waiting for the match to begin. But yeah, they have a wrestling ring set up. There is a food truck also parked up, selling food, water, snacks, all that kind of stuff. And there is a decent sized crowd. There are hundreds of people here. And it looks like, the wrestlers are warming up and everything. There are also other dogs. Other people do have dogs.
Oh boy.
Yep. So,
Calamity, do you like socialize? Like, can you talk to other dogs?
No, we have no idea. I've never tried.
Like, do you know how?
all right. Do you want to try Calamity?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This is gonna be...
There's a lot of different type of dogs. What kind of dog? Are you just the closest dog, or
Let's pick something small, so if we get in a fight, we're likely to win it.
Yeah, closest to my size or below.
Okay. There is a Jack Russell Terrier. He's got a little bandana on.
Oh, now he's just pretentious.
And yeah, there's like
I was Frasier.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The little terriers with a family that have lawn chairs set up. That seems to be, middle-aged parents with, 13 to 14-year-old kids, and they're all quite excited. And they see you amble up. The terrier's on a leash that's, put in the ground, so you can't.
Hey, I'm taking my dog to like social events to, try and get him used to crowds and stuff. Is it cool if I just introduce him to your dog?
Well, sure. Hello there. My name's Beth. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Susie. Nice to meet you.
Oh, well, hi, Susie. Look how adorable you are. So, Calamity, you get some pets from Beth.
Heck yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Cal.
Oh, hi, Cal. Well, say
He
hello.
likes it when you use your like that voice you use when you talk to little kids. Mm-hmm. He thinks it makes him feel important.
Oh, look at you. Aren't you such a big, strong dog? Oh.
Calamity with a shitty grin.
Oh, no.
So the terrier comes up to you, sniffs at you a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do the little sniffing ritual.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm sure I socialized in the pack and stuff. I guess it just depends on if you want this to be like a kids movie where the animals can all talk to each other for.
And if the animals can all talk to each other, can I also talk to the dog? Is this an ability I've inherited by hanging out with Calamity? This is important knowledge.
You would definitely
come in helpful later.
Claire, you definitely do not. You'd have to build up some sort of identity, or that would. You can only
completely
talk
identityless.
Yeah. Let's see here. Calamity. Let's see. Give me a connect roll.
Oh no.
Okay, what is my Connect? Let's see here.
Well, Connect was a Sick Puppies album.
It's actually pretty good. Because I'm not good at violence, but I am. Whoops, I ruined my own copy and paste of the die roll. There we go. It's 21 under 55.
Yeah. It's not exactly talking, but, the normal dogs are, you're kind of different from other dogs, but you can get a sense that this dog, just kind of was like, all right, hi, what's going on? Just kind of being social, being amiable.
Yeah. How's it going? Where's the hash browns?
Dog doesn't know what that is.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Using too big of words. Hash browns is 2 syllables.
That's okay, kid. I remember before I read Play-Doh.
Yeah, just it's a regular dog. Whatever.
Plato's allegory of the dog park.
Whatever makes Calamity unique is a trait not shared with other dogs. So yeah, it's not a kids movie. You can't talk to other dogs.
All right,
but you can use Connect to like get a sense of what they're like and to be friendly to or know how to be like not get attacked by other dogs.
Regular dog stuff.
Yeah,
that type of stuff. Like I could tell if they were agitated by being here, that type of stuff. But they seem pretty chill, so it's probably at least safe for now.
They're pretty far from the match right now, and also the match hasn't started yet. I mean, you do see some Rottweilers and Dobermans chained up next to various pickup trucks, and there one of the wrestlers does have a whole junkyard dog motif and has several chained up dogs, but that's on the opposite end from where you are of the crowd. There are definitely some dogs to avoid, but yeah, you can definitely like get a sense of what to do, how to be around other dogs and not get bitten. Or know when a dog is just absolutely out to kill. But yeah, you can't. Yeah, so it's it's fine. You feel how do you feel about socializing with another dog?
It's weird.
Okay.
But it's cool. It's probably the first like alive dog I've met in a while, so that's exciting.
Yeah. So
I think their bandana's lame. My tracksuit's better, but that's fine.
You see, there is a little station set up with a mixing board for the PA system and everything, and see a guy with a clipboard and a headset sort of frantically going around. You're guessing that's Skylar. So you can go and introduce yourself to him whenever you want.
Yeah, I guess let's go see if he's going to give us badges or something. Because what I really want to do is go meet the wrestlers, but I don't want to like get in trouble.
Okay. So you put yourself in front of Skylar. He's like, "Wait, oh, you're the artist. Great. So we have seats for you right over there. A seat for you. You said you were bringing guests, so there's 2 seats actually. Whatever you need to draw, you can. Melvin said his final thing is for the Hell in a Cell matches to have 2. He's going to print these very large, like life size. So like. They have to be blown up so they on banners that'll be held at opposite ends of the.
It's cool, dude. I'm going to do it 300 DPI. You won't know the difference when you pull it out.
Yeah. So like, remember, it's going to be a life size banner. It's going to be, and each one's going to be in their corner for their final title match.
Yeah, well, it's about resolution. You see, so if you do it at like this much DPI, when you blow it up, like, and it prints out. Like, it's going to print out in a way such that it scales. That doesn't matter how big you make it. Like, it'll still be recognizable.
And it has to be Jack Mayhem after he wins the fight. Like when he's standing there, he'll stand right in front of you. He knows that he knows where you'll be positioned. So you'll
right.
Give
but like,
really
do you know
buzz.
the printer or something? Like, are you going to hook me up with the printer, or am I just giving the files to you and you're going to take it to the printer? Because like, I'm a little worried now that maybe you don't know anything about printing. So it's like my commission is
we have a
gonna be
print
based
shop.
on.
He goes through his phone. Here, I'll send you there. I sent you their email. You can just tell them it's for Backyard Extreme Deathmatch Wrestling.
.com.
Yeah. They'll know. Melvin already talked to them about this special project, so send them the art for Jack as soon as possible, so they can do a really good job with the banner. So.
Do you know what the bleed is going to be like, or is that something I'm going to have to ask them?
There's going to be a lot of blood. There's going to be. We do have some ponchos.
How do you keep your job, bro? Okay, look, is there like badges or something? Like, do I need something to identify myself? Because I want to go talk to Jack.
Yeah, you can go talk to Jack. He knows that if you introduce yourself as the artist, he'll know. His corner's over there. He points over. There's like a horse trailer set up. A towed horse trail that looks like they're using as an impromptu, locker room. Go talk to him. Just go say hi.
Is there a concession stand?
There is.
Is there a concession stand?
Yep.
I'm going to work my way that way then.
It's the food truck right over there. That's our concessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to give me a per diem for this, right?
No, sorry. The $50 is all we could spare for Uber.
Ooh, I don't know if that's going to work out.
Well, Melvin already did have you sign a contract, right? So that's $9,000 that you're not.
That's unfortunate. Oh God, to lose $9,000 worth of art over what, like $20 worth of food?
Look, we're not making any money on this. We're spending a lot. This is really special to Melvin. He'll be real. Please work with me, Claire. Come on. You do see a bit of desperation in his eyes.
Okay.
I had to spend that. I gave you that money myself.
I don't want to break down this man any further.
Yeah.
For now. So yeah, I guess I'll follow Calamity over to the food truck. See if I can order him some nachos or something. Can you eat nachos? Do you know?
Probably. If they don't have jalapenos on them, probably.
Okay, well, I don't
or
grapes. Put jalapenos. Well, they're not going to have. Why would they have grapes on them?
I don't know. I don't know what nachos
Skylar's
are.
disappeared while you were talking. He has just gone off.
I'm just standing under the condiment tray, just eating fries people drop.
Okay.
Can I get like? Do you guys got like chili fries or something? Do you know what? If you know if dogs can eat nachos?
So a large man behind you in a backyard extreme deathmatch wrestling t-shirt says, "Hey, I like nachos." Yeah, dogs can eat nachos unless they're lactose intolerant, but it's fine. Most dogs are fine.
Calamity, are you lactose? He's fine. Yeah, can I get like a big nacho?
Yeah, they give you big nachos.
Do you have beer?
Yeah, they have.
What's the limit on beer here? Can I have the limit on beer here, please? And the nachos?
Sure.
The Deep Six special.
We can give you.
Listen,
we give
you a 6 to get calories.
We'll give you a 6-pack to get started. How's that? We only have so many. We need to make sure it goes around. But here,
right. Of course. Yeah. So give me a 6-pack and some nachos.
All right, they give you a 6-pack of Natty Ice. And a bunch of nachos.
Excellent. Now we'll be hydrated with the taste of bread.
Yes, delicious fried bread.
So you want wrestlers here, then?
So the large man is just like, oh no, hey, people just call me Nacho Man. I'm sort of like a super fan around here. I know like all the stats and everything. I kind of help out. I'm kind of a volunteer, but kind of work here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinions on the ownership? Like, are they doing a good job around here? Or?
Oh yeah, Melvin's a real fan, man. It's real good to see some fans wrestling by the fans for the fans. Because he like burns his own DVDs and mails them out. I help him mail it out sometimes. But he's really doing this. This is really this Hell in the Cell thing is gonna be great, man.
Cool.
Yeah, we found this.
So why hasn't he gone like big with it yet? Like, does he sign these guys? Like, is this like a farm? Like, does he sign them out to like the bigger?
Oh,
contract?
some of them do, but Melvin's had some problems. There have been some business partners who have sort of like betrayed him. There's the big betrayal a couple of years ago back in, and then there was the backstabbing, and there's just been some issue. And also he got divorced a couple
of times. Yeah, it happens.
Melvin's he's a great promoter. He's not so great at some of the business decisions that have kind of hampered things, but it's all for the fans, man. It's all for the fans.
Yeah, cool. Right.
Yeah. So
listen,
are you? Is this your first match? I can give you some. Do you want to know anything about the wrestlers or anything?
Yeah, like okay. So don't tell anybody that I told you this, but it kind of sounds like Jack's just gonna clean up in his match.
Oh yeah, he's up against a jobber like this. Junkyard Joe's. I mean, he's a good jobber. It'll be a fun match to watch. But like, it's all about Jack's gun. They've been building up this storyline for so long between Jack and Rod. It's gonna be great, man. This Hell in the Cell thing is gonna be fucking amazing. And it's not a copyright term. People think that you can't use that anymore, but you can.
Cool. So, are you betting on Jack or Rod? You think?
It's for the final match. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be really tough because like they're kind of making this sound like it's going to be both their send off, like they're both going to retire. Like there've been hints about that. They've been really coy about what's going to happen. There's something special brewing. I can tell you that much. Like Melvin's keeping this real close. He won't even tell me like what they have planned for it. I don't know. It's been I mean, this has been the best season ever. There've been, oh man, I could send you, hey, if you, do you have a like a email or are you on Facebook or something?
You know what? I'll just tell him when I talk to Melvin. I'll just have him tell me. I'll just get the Nacho guy's address. It's cool.
Yeah. Just,
I think my dog's wandering off, so I'm gonna. I can't hear you anymore.
Okay,
Calamity.
Hey, yeah, cool. Yeah. Anyways, you're cool. Yeah. All right. So you kind of wander off before. Yeah. It gets more often.
All right. Let's go chill somewhere and eat nachos. Well, Calamities will eat nachos, and I will consume calories in a liquid form.
Okay. Are you going to go talk to Jack before the match, or are you just going to...
Yeah, I think we're going to try and get around to there, but like I want to...
Okay.
I want to sip a little of this beer, because I'm sure there's going to be some shit goes down.
Yeah, so you're the crowd looks really excited, really hyped. You sit in your front. I mean, are you sitting in your assigned seats, or are you going to like go off to the side and have some snacks? Have your snacks.
We have assigned seats.
Yeah. Front row.
We have assigned. Yeah, we're gonna sit. We got to sit in the front row.
All right.
Yeah,
that's where cool kids sit.
They're the least dented folding chairs, probably in the entire property. They're.
I like the plural that there's a chair for the dog.
Yeah, well, it seems Skylar was a little unclear about who your +1 was going to be.
It's fine. We'll just get a towel and put it on there so that like you can be a little bit more comfortable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sleep on the ground. The chair's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, you're just there eating it. There's only a couple of face-sized dents in the chairs. Yeah. And the crowd is very jazzed. They're very excited. You can hear bits and snatches of their conversation about previous matches and how fucking wicked they get, how bloody they've been getting lately.
Wicked sick, governor.
Yeah. Something like that.
Be a cracking match.
It's authentic wrestler speech.
Yep. So yeah, that's the kind of vibe that's going on. Everyone seems to be quite happy and excited about this. There's and the fan base is you see the assortment of very tall, very gangly people in various heavy metal shirts and juggalo shirts and that kind of thing, and people with probably a prior history with substances, doing their best in the world, the kind of people you would picture at a backyard wrestling match. But yeah, everybody seems to be vibing and just having a good time. It's
Look
good
at
weather.
this, just vibes, not a phone in sight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you actually look at your phone and you're getting like half a bar. Like it is. Your phone is actually going in and out of reception, so it's you're barely on the edge of getting anything.
It's just going to drain your battery.
Yeah, we'll just turn it off for now.
Mm-hmm. How are you
going
to
get any important cars? I got like a little bag. It's got my like stuff in it.
Okay. So you have an actual sketchbook and everything.
No, of course not. It's digital art.
Okay.
Don't you hear the man? They have to blow it up to be life size.
Okay. All right. So, so you make some progress on your snacks and your drinks, refreshments, and you decide to head over to Jack before the match?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head on over. Like I said, he's in a horse trailer that's been sort of made into a locker room. He has a couple of people in his entourage, but middle-aged man's like, "Hey, what do you want? You want autographs? Well, after the match."
Oh, I'm the artist.
Oh, okay, yeah. You want to get some sketches, Jack?
Yeah, my boy Diggle said it was going to be okay.
Yeah. No, we know it's for the big special banners. So
can I sniff at his knees to evaluate meter unnatural as per my nose for trouble identity?
You sure can. So
right,
Jack comes out of the locker room, and he is a very tall, very he would fit in a larger wrestling venue. Like he would definitely has the physique for it. But he does have a lot of scars, a lot of fresh looking scars. Like he has been cut and abraded and punctured with a lot of various objects.
Haha, bro, are you like a wrestler or like a knife fighter? Am I right?
Well, the way these things are going, it's beginning to be more like a knife fight every match, let me tell you. You watch many of my matches?
No, first time. I haven't been in the area long, so.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to get them on YouTube, but they keep getting pulled down for extreme violence.
For being too cool, right? Yeah. Tight.
When they see it, they love it.
Yeah, my stuff gets pulled down for different reasons, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's hard being fucking corporations, man. They fucking step on the little man.
Fucking telling me. I'm like putting my hand out for a handshake.
Yeah,
Claire Morin, good to meet you.
Hi, Claire. I'm Jack.
I also reach a paw up because that's what I was taught.
Aww.
Yeah, this is Calamity. If you could give him a shake, because he doesn't talk real well, so this is really important to him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he shakes your hand. Did you make your roll there?
I failed my evaluate.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell. You can't rule it out though. So I'll say that much with a failed roll. But yeah, there's that's about all you can do. So yeah, what do you just make a little small talk, or do you want to try and figure something out from Jack?
No, I want to be like, so is this normal? Do you guys normally get portraits done, or
No, this is new. Melvin's got this. We're working on something special for our Hell in the Cell match, and Melvin had this idea of having each of us with our banner art showing us in our corner. It would be really, really dramatic looking. We don't have a huge budget for special effects and pyrotechnics and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to make it cool because it's going to be your last match, right?
Well,
yeah, Nacho Guy said you were retiring after this.
Oh, Nacho man. You know how those old Southern ladies say, bless his heart, bless his heart. Nacho.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I was talking to Diggle, he was kind of saying maybe this is going to be it for you. Do you got another career lined up?
Well, things are in the works.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Melvin talked you up quite a bit, said you're the perfect artist for the job. So what
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't tell me exactly why.
I have a lot of experience with drawing really muscular dudes.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, but you said you had some unique qualifications for our project here. Now,
okay, now let me stop you here. Are you talking about the project, what people are going to be seeing? Or are you talking about the project? And I wink at him.
All right, give me let's see here.
I'm going to use veteran furry porn artist because, of course, I can lie unflinchingly about what I'm doing.
Of course, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I'm going to use my free flip and make that a 39.
Okay. Yeah, Melvin. He hinted that you've had prior experience with the kind of thing, area we're kind of guiding towards.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something about roadkill.
Yeah. Do you think... So, listen, Melvin's paying me pretty well, but, like, is this going to be dangerous for me? Like, do you think I should have asked for more?
Well, I don't think... I mean, you're getting probably paid more than anybody else here. I don't think there's...
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you're clearly getting something out of this, though. You know what I mean?
I don't... Look, we shouldn't really have this conversation out here. You should talk to Melvin about that.
Okay.
It sounds like you two need to work out some details. But yeah,
Are you okay with it though? Like, are you into this plan? Like, you feeling kind of hesitant about it?
When he said something about roadkill, he didn't really leave. He left it kind of vague. But what do you think he meant by roadkill?
Well, you see, one time I had to paint a picture of a dead god's dream, and it worked out all right.
Oh. Okay. Wow. So Jack, like, looks at you like, oh, okay. Not like, what the fuck? Or like, oh, okay, let's humor the nice, crazy person. So, yeah, you can give me, what is the sort of like, yeah, give me a secrecy check, I guess.
Oh, secrecy? Oh, I've got secrecy. Okay. Whew. Oh, and I make it too. 19 under 30.
Okay.
Pretty hard to a natural, so like should have a high secrecy. Yeah.
Yeah, this Jack is definitely aware of, the occult underground. And so whatever is going on, there is obviously some sort of occult significance to it. Which is why, and somehow Melvin knows about your connection to the occult underground, and that's why he's using you. So
I figured he had to have known because, like, why would you bother?
Yeah. So, but now you have confirmation. So, yeah, obviously Jack doesn't want to say any more while he's around his entourage. He's keeping it secret even from them.
Cool. Listen, I just need to get some preliminary sketches from you, and it works better if it's just me. It's like how my process is. I know the match starts soon, but can we just like chill in your trailer? Like have a little like a quick private convo here. Well, I just want to get your dimensions down and stuff.
All right. So you step in the trailer, but again, it is kind of a horse trailer, so it's not like super private. There are. They have towels set up on the little, gate part so that you can't see in, but it's, not very soundproof. But, yeah, if you want to whisper to him, you certainly could.
Yeah, look, man, I just want to know, like, are you being forced into this? Like, is this okay?
Oh,
like,
no.
Are you in
No.
danger?
This is, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, definitely something. I am in on it. Like, yeah, and so is Rod, so is Melvin.
Okay, so is this something you guys have been like hooking up for a while, or like did Melvin come to you, or you figure something out?
It's complicated, like, and it's complicated. Don't worry about that. Like,
cool. Okay, well, all right. I wasn't kidding. I did need to. So if you could just like put your arms up, and like,
sure.
Do you know about what your measurements are? Because I assume you got fitted for costume, so I can just get that down real quick.
Yeah, he gives you his measurements. He's like 6'4". And he's fucking built. So,
yeah.
All
right. Well, cool. Nice talking to you, Jack. I think the matches are about to start, so I got to get back out there. So,
all right. So, yeah, the
Psst, Calamity. Did you see anything cool when we were in the trailer?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was going to sniff around, but
yeah, go ahead and give me nose for trouble. That would probably work. Or
yep, that's my jam. Yep.
All right. You sniff around, and you do come across a what is it? There are some. There's a stack of photos, like Polaroid photos, and a notebook that you can't really thumb open. You can't because you don't have thumbs. But you do the top of the Polaroids shows Jack posing in the wrestling ring, standing sort of awkwardly, and there's like a so it's an odd pose, but he has a weapon embedded in his shoulder, like a large ass knife is sticking in his shoulder, like cutting into his shoulder blade. But it is, and you did see a scar in that shoulder blade area, but like that seems to you like a very crippling kind of injury. Like that looked really, really bad.
That should hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, it is not. Yeah, I mean, there's a faint scar there, but it doesn't look like. Yeah, but of course you're not a doctor, so you can't really tell. If you get that stack of photos or that notebook more,
you mean a doctor?
Hey. So that was odd. Yeah.
Okay, noted.
Mm-hmm. So you head back out. They're going to start the warm up match. They have some up and comers wrestling. They are. It's a tack match where thumbtacks are going to be just used quite liberally, just throwing each other onto piles of them and that kind of thing. So one of the up and comers is actually you can come up with suggestions for wrestler names. I didn't think of names for the up and come, because it's backyard wrestling with, improvised weapons. It's pretty violent, pretty bloody.
Can't wait for Spider's guy to make an appearance.
So yeah, there's there's some sort of luchador who's versus some guy with a spider gimmick, and they are just going at each other while rolling around on a bunch of thumbtacks. It looks
they should do Calamity. They should just spread like Legos out.
A Lego match. Or like if they got a nerd themed wrestler, he could make his opponent walk on 1,000 D4s. Sharp.
No,
match.
I don't think that would be good for business. See, people know what Legos are.
Yeah, that's
brand recognition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Plus, then you can get the meme value. Really kick those YouTube videos up.
So the crowd's quite warmed up, and so we're going in, and the Jack Mayhem match versus Junkyard Joe is going to be is the main event. So there's several warm up acts, but you're going through your beer, your nachos, you're having a good time. Are you having a good time?
I mean, it's backyard wrestling. There could be worse things you could be doing with your time. It's just if there's a bunch of warm up matches, like maybe we should just go see like where Diggle is and like what he's doing.
Yeah, you could try and find him. Both of you can give me notice checks to see if you can spot Melvin Diggle from a crowd.
Nope. I don't know what anybody is.
Yeah.
I got 50, and my notice is 50.
Well, that's a success. So, you head over to Melvin. He is schmoozing with people. He is, glad handing people, thanking them for being there, running around, helping.
Gonna make you a star, baby. Yeah,
he's talking to up and coming prospects. We could start you out pretty. Like several people who've been in my rings have gone on to bigger careers, and he lists some mid-list wrestlers from AEW or something like that, and. Yeah, then eventually he says, "Oh, hey, you're the artist, Claire, right?"
Yeah, listen, I had some of those nachos earlier, and let me say the beef is like Monday Night Raw, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I liked it.
The dog liked it, though. Calamity liked it. Oh, this is my dog, Calamity. It's very important to the process.
Oh.
But you knew that already, though, didn't you?
Yeah. Had to do some research to find you. I have a very particular project, and it needs a very particular artist to bring it.
Yeah, that's cool. Can we go somewhere and maybe like go over the details of this? Because like you weren't super upfront.
Look,
before I came down here.
after the match, we can definitely do that.
And if I refuse,
Well, then you don't get any more money.
yeah, but what don't you get?
Look,
Melvin.
Look, the thing you're the safety. You're giving us a little extra margin. Okay, you're not required. You're not an essential. You're gonna you help make it a lot. You help by making everybody like, oh, like I said, it's a margin thing. Like, but it'll still happen with or without you. All right. Look, I know you've been squeezing Skylar for a little extra pocket change, but I've given you a lot of money. I'm going to give you a lot more to do 2 pictures. So it's not much.
Somebody that doesn't appreciate artistry in our day and age.
This is a very stressful situation for all of us. We're really pushing things to the limits. And if you could just be here to help us out, you'll be richly rewarded. And if not, if you can't be a part of that, well, I'll want my money back. But you did sign a contract, and I do have the money to get a lawyer after you, so we can make things unpleasant. But this is...
Look, man, I just want to know, am I going to be safe, like, being so close to the ring?
You'll be safe. Yes, you'll be safe. You'll be fine.
See, he quoted you, too, which is a huge red flag for Calamity.
Look,
Calamity hates
you don't
that
have to
thing.
go to the Hell in the Cell thing, too, right? You just have to be at this match and one more. And then you have the 2 pictures, and then you're done. You're out. All right?
We'll see.
Evaluate unnatural on this dude.
Sure.
With my casual sniffing, he'll never... God damn it, no.
You can get a reroll.
nachos, man.
You
all
want to
that
get
cheese.
worse nachos. This was the worst idea. I shouldn't have given them to you.
Yeah, you
Clogged up my nose.
Yeah, exactly. You just got that nacho cheese.
Everything just smells like cheese product.
Just licking the roof of my mouth.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's sticky, man. It sticks.
It's like cheese peanut butter.
Right?
So, Melvin's playing a little harder to get, but he says, look, you just have to beat this match and one more, and then that's it. And then you're out. And then you get your money. All right?
All right. Okay, listen, I already saw Jack, but where's Rod? Because I need to get some measurements.
No, that's the next
down.
match. These are the semifinals, right? Like,
Right.
Yeah, so Rod is
But he's not here?
No. These guys, like, the whole thing is they hate each other and they attack each other on site. We can't have them together, otherwise it blows the whole storyline. All right, you'll see them next week.
Fine.
You have to, because you have to take his, you have to draw him right after his match too. So you got to wait until the end of the match. All right.
Just thought this was going to be like a 1-day thing. I didn't
Nope.
realize it's going to be.
Well, should have read the contract. Like, it was
fine.
very specific. All right. All right. So, anyways, I gotta go. Well, hey, no. Set the t-shirts up like this. So he starts messing with the t-shirt booth.
I'm going to take a T-shirt.
All right. No one really notices you. Let's see. We'll say I don't know if that would be big enough for you. It might be Calamity sized. No, it'll fit you if you want to wear it, Claire.
I was going to say, if it's too big, I'm just going to cut the bottom off. And then I'm going to make a little bandana for Calamity so that he can show up that stupid Jack Russell.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could get the child size one and get that one, or you could get the big one. Yeah, whatever. What? Do you want to do that with your shirt, or are you actually going to wear it later?
I don't know. I'm going to hang on to it for now. I'm going to put it in my back.
All right. So eventually,
You never know. I might want it for posterity.
Okay, fair enough. So, finally the main event rolls around. Everyone is super hyped. They're playing, boy, it is not a really well calibrated PA system. It is some kind of metal, but man, it is do not have really good sound people for this. But the voice comes on, Melvin's like, ladies and gentlemen, you've been wanting it all night. This for our semi-finals before our Hell in the Cell title match. We have, first in the red corner, we have Junkyard Joe. And Junkyard Joe comes in. He's wearing a dog collar. He's got two Dobermans, one on each side, being on short leashes. They're barking as they go up to the turnbuckle. He gets a lot of boos. And then in the blue corner, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Jack Mayhem. Huge cheers from the crowd. Everyone loves Jack Mayhem. He comes in. So, this is, but tonight, this is we have a special surprise for both our competitors. This is going to be, this is baseball night. And I don't mean baseball as in the balls. I mean them as in the bats. And he...
You know what?
Yeah.
The last time I saw two muscular men, one of them wearing a collar and a lot of bats around, he was actually exactly like this now that I think about it.
Yeah. So Skylar rushes out with a golf club filled with baseball bats, some wrapped up in barbed wire, some with tacks driven into them. Just a lot of bats. And they're sort of dumped in the middle of the ring. And
this reminds me of 2008 anime conventions with all the yaoi paddles.
So the match begins, and it's exactly as you would expect. Backyard wrestling is still wrestling, so there's a lot of theatrics, a lot of, Junkyard Joe tries to no-sell several of the opening attacks, but, he is worn down. It is Jack Mayhem is quite acrobatic, actually. But the Junkyard Joe stuns him towards the end of the match. And as he's stunned, he takes out, Junkyard Joe grabs the barbed wire bat and slams it into the top of his head, which and blood sprays out. And the barbed wire is like, and this is, what's your violence, hardened violence at?
Oh, mine's at 9.
And Calamity, what's yours at?
My what? I'm sorry, my violence?
Yeah, your violence notches.
2.
All right, this is a 4, so go ahead and give me a roll.
Poor Calamity.
Yep. Let's see, defend with fitness. Yep.
Okay.
Taking this sweet child to this.
Okay. Whoops, don't want to post that. That is a Kanye tweet I copy and pasted.
You're still self-sabotaging.
No, that's 71 over 45.
Okay. Do you want to flip that, or do you want to just take a failed notch?
I will flip.
Okay. So you gain a hardened notch in violence as... and both of you... Well, you can give me a nose for trouble check because... and Claire, you can give me a notice check. Or you can give me a furry artist check because you have knowledge of human anatomy.
I can understand intrinsically any anatomy. Well, that's actually a critical success.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that is... Jack is standing up there kind of stunned. But that looks like a fatal blow. Also, how the fuck is that? The bat is like at a 90-degree angle to the top of his head. Like it is like just he's slammed at the top of his head and it's just stuck there. Like the barbed wire is just dug into his flesh. And Junkyard Joe is visibly stunned by this. Calamity, did you make your nose for trouble check?
Yes.
Junkyard Joe is visibly mystified and shocked and stunned by this. He is, you realize he's basically having to make it on a natural check because, he realized not just for seeing the results of his violence, but realizing he did that. Junkyard Joe was kind of almost in a trance attacking him. He doesn't realize what he's doing. He realizes he's going too far, and Jack is bleeding quite visibly from the head, but does not seem to be impaired by it, or his face does not show any signs of being in pain. And Jack just kind of looks at him and punches him once with just a slow haymaker, and Junkyard Joe just falls to the ground. And Jack is in front of you, Claire, and just at his pose with his hands up and the bat still sticking in his head, you realize that is the pose. And the crowd is stunned. Everyone is looking at this. How could this be real? Everyone is basically having to make an unnatural check, except for you two, because both of you, what's your unnatural harden at this point?
Mine's at 4.
Yeah. And Calamity.
7.
Yeah, both of you have seen much weirder things, but as the ref after a moment is stunned, and Jack Mayhem is the winner, the bat falls down, and the injury looks a lot less bad. It looks like a minor wound. It didn't look like that's the impossible thing. It looked like it should have been a fatal wound, but now it's not. I mean, it's still bleeding, but something very impossible happened here, and everybody is just in awe of it. And then when the ref declares him a victor, everyone breaks out of a trance and just erupts into cheers. They're ecstatic. They're overwhelmed. There's just it's like, they won their team won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. Everyone is just deliriously happy.
Okay. One of the features of my identity is source at a glance visual media or references to other visual media.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So is the pose he's making, is that important? I got a 41 under my check.
Yeah, actually. You realize what this is. This is a reference. This is like have you heard of Wound Man?
Wound Man.
Yeah, it is a surgical diagram appearing in European medical transcripts in the 14th century, particularly this one. If you look at the club at his head... Whoops, well, sorry. Yeah, this one, with the club at his head, that baseball bat took that position. And Calamity, that knife dug into his shoulder, looks like that sword dug into his shoulder. Yeah. So they are somehow using that as part of the ritual. And you are guessing that you have to recreate it for both wrestlers to show their various scars and their last wound before their match. But they are somehow healing this. And yeah, you don't know to what end, what their final purpose, but this is part of it somehow.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to do it what I'm supposed to have come here from, because currently I don't have a reason to not do it. So I will actually make the sketch.
Sure. So the crowd is very subdued, though. After the cheering sort of dies down, everyone seems to be drained, tired. People are, but they seem happy, but spent, in words. But yeah, there was there's not much routing. There's no rowdiness. Even the dogs are subdued. Both of you don't seem to be affected by it. But yeah, everyone sort of files off and goes home. And you are able to call for an Uber after going to the edge of the lot and holding the phone up so you can get a bar long enough to call for an app.
I think we should move out of Kansas City.
Yeah, it's getting bad here.
Yeah. So after you get back to your room later that night, your phone rings. Your hotel, your room phone.
Oh, that's not good. Well, I'm absolutely going to answer it.
You are not going to answer it, or you are?
No, I am. It's completely going to answer it. It's
right.
probably something haunted.
Yeah. A woman's voice is Claire.
That's me.
Hello. I am in the lobby, and I would like to talk to you. I think you're taking a bit of a risk, and you may not understand it.
Oh, no, I've been gay for a long time. Like, do you want... I can come get you, but if you just want to come up...
This is
what are we in, Calamity? Like 220? We're in 220.
Well, I will... so a minute later, you hear a knock on the door.
All right, well, I'm going to, like, fix my hair. And by fix my hair, I mean, like, kind of fiddle with it, and then just go, and then open the door. And be like,
all right.
Sup?
There's a tall woman. She is wearing sort of business casual attire, but she looks a bit tired. She's hello.
Hey.
This is for business. Well,
can't blame me for trying. All right, move over, Calamity.
So, the people you're working for right now are skirting the edges of what's acceptable and what's not.
Acceptable to whom? Sorry?
Have you heard of... Well, there's people out here to make sure in the community that you're becoming a part of, there's a term for the masses, the tiger. And that you don't want the tiger to wake up. You don't want the tiger to know that there's, weird shit going on. Because when the tiger knows that there's weird shit going around, it wakes up and starts killing people. Does that make sense?
I mean, this feels like a belabored metaphor, but I'm willing to humor you.
So there's a lot of different groups and weirdos, and they all hate each other, and they all like hurting each other. But, there's one group that wants to keep things from, waking up the tiger and killing everyone, causing a lot of damage. I'm part of that group. And what the rest...
Are you mad about the diner? Is that what this is about?
Oh,
no.
Yeah, the diner, hash brown.
Because I wasn't actually going to write that book.
No, the diner's fine. That's only among the weirdos. The masses are never going to find out about that. Like, that's fine. Okay. Although that did put you on my radar. So the thing about the wrestling is you can't have the public having video and audio visual evidence of what's going on. And it's kind of skirting the edges, but I don't know what they're up to, but I think people are going to get hurt at some point.
No shit, lady. Did you see that match?
Yes. I mean, bystanders are going to get hurt because rituals require power from something. And I think they're drawing it from the audience. And they may draw it from other people. And whatever they need you for, I watched the match because it was live streamed, and I saw you in the audience, and I know you because I've heard of. I found out about you had been at the diner, and you. I don't know what happened in the diner, but I know.
Oh, so you don't know me from the Dead God picture?
Well, I'd heard rumors. Thank you for confirming that, but I didn't know everything.
If I'm building a reputation, you see, I want it to be accurate.
What's the point of working for exposure if no one knows who you
right? Working for exposure, thank you, Calamity. Working for exposure, can she tell Calamity is talking?
Your dog is also interesting. What's his
name?
Tracksuit.
Yeah.
But can you hear him? Do you know what he's saying?
I can't. I hear something. I can't really make it out. I'll be honest.
It's disappointing. I'm sorry, Calamity. I guess you just stuck with me for a while.
Someday.
But speaking of working for exposure, so are you going to pay me not to go? Because I'm looking at losing $8,000 here.
Look, no, I'm not. I'm trying to warn you that this money is fine, but your health and sanity are another thing too. So.
Oh, I haven't worried about those for years.
Do you know what he's what their ultimate goal is?
Do you know what his ultimate goal is?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Oh my god, you came here to give me cryptic warnings and you don't even know what's going on? It's like you don't even belong to that shadowy organization who does whatever with the tigers and things. I'm going to be honest, I was not paying a lot of attention.
Look, I don't want to see you get hurt, all right? I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Aw, babe.
But if you find out what's going on, let me know. I would appreciate it. And if you need help dealing with them, I'll leave you my card. But
Okay.
Look, and there's I'll leave you a book. All right, this book provides some useful information.
Cool.
About what our community is. And, yeah.
Oh my god, are you giving me one of those little Bible things?
No, it's sort of a tell-all book from someone who was in it.
This isn't like Scientology shit, is it? Because you can just leave.
No. It's just, want to tell-all. Think Hunter Thompson, but, for magic weirdos.
Isn't that just Hunter S. Thompson?
Yeah, sure, I guess. It's a diary from someone who went by the name of Dirk Allen, and you might find something useful information in there, but if you don't.
Cool. So I still don't know what's in this for me. Like, because it kind of sounds like you're like wanting me to like get in the way and like make sure this thing kind of fails. So like,
because right now it's skirting on the edge, but we're watching it, and if it gets to be a violation, that's when we start disappearing people.
So you're threatening to disappear me?
No,
that's
not
what
you.
This is about.
No, it's about we would be doing the other people, but you could. I don't want to see you get hurt. All right, I don't want it to get to that point where people start having to disappear.
Well, that's nice of you.
Yes.
Sure. Thanks for the book. Then I guess I've got your card. So keep in touch. Don't be a stranger.
All right.
This is my Patreon.
Sure. All right. So she leaves. So you've been warned, I guess.
Calamity, I'm sure this is an obvious question, but did you get like any weird vibes from her?
Oh yeah, you can.
Did I? It's usually assume that I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't want to interrupt. No, I'll flip that. 19.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like very a lot of hard notches in a natural.
But I didn't recognize her from like Roadkill days.
No, she is very different vibe.
So does she seem kind of serious though? Because like, I mean, like you hung out with people who could like make curses and shit that killed people. So like, can you ballpark like how scary she is? Like, can she do magic and shit? Do you know?
Oh, she
can you tell that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's cool. Well, I guess she gave us this, right? That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Well, this book thing, like, I guess we just take a look at this book thing.
Okay, yeah, it is a diary from some guy named Dirk Allen. And do you spend significant time reading it, or are you just kind of like
gently?
You got a week before the next match, so yeah, you have time.
Yeah, I guess we'll peruse it.
Okay. So
I'm gonna show Calamity the drawings.
There are no drawings. It's wow,
no pictures, and she expects me to read this whole thing. What the fuck?
So I
didn't sign up for this.
Learn things. Fuck.
Yeah, it's someone who is an alcoholic, but was also a member of what he calls the occult underground, and talks about his misadventures in there, dealing with various cults, self-described sorcerers, Chuckles the sad British clown. There's just ghosts.
The Doctor, I am Chuckles the sad British clown.
Lady Taze, who shocks people electrically when they admit aloud something she considers a sin. There's a large, colorful cast of characters. But go ahead and give me a secrecy check.
Just gonna control V here. Oh yeah, 47 under 50.
There are some actual like occult rituals described in there. There is one that is actually one you could do.
Ooh.
It is
Excited now.
Yeah. It is called I Have Become a Phobator. Phobator is just spelled like this. But basically, you have to brew yourself a single cup of coffee, tea, or other beverage meant to keep someone awake. This is generally done by turning the cup around in a particular pattern before adding a mix of 11 secret herbs and spices found in any grocery store to the drink, and rhythmically tapping your index and pinky finger on the cup's rim while the blend steeps. Once it's ready to drink, inscribe a rune in the liquid using a finger or coffee stirrer. The rune is a mathematical symbol, phi, enclosed in a square, then draw the letter Z on top of it, while saying, I protect as I deny, and adding a drop of your own blood. Then you drink the brew. You must finish it.
Say what it's supposed to do?
It is supposed to awaken you to become... It helped grease the wheels and the machinery of a organization, it's supposed to provide some sort of spiritual awareness, or it's kind of vague about what it did, but he describes that certain people would do it and they would know each other once they had done it at least once.
So Calamity, how many fingers do you have?
Well, none technically. I got like the 4, and then the little upper one.
Yeah.
That didn't do anything. The little dead thumb.
Yeah.
I got.
Okay. Well, we've got 2 coffee mugs from the little brew station in the hotel. So we could probably go get some stuff and see if you can do it. Can you wiggle your paw alternately from one side to the other?
Yeah.
All right, we could totally make this work.
I have to lay on my back to do it, but I can do it.
All right, it's fine. We'll figure it out. So sure, fuck it. Why not? Why not? Let's go get these blend of secret herbs and spices.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have Calamity do the ritual with me. Assist him in drawing Phi and Zed in a square.
You're helping your talking dog do it. All right. So
if I have to be involved in a ritual, he has to be involved in a ritual.
Yeah, there's no escape.
This is a partnership.
There's
equal
herbs
share.
And spices, so we got to go to an actual grocery store. We can't just
Go
to the Wawa.
Right? God, I'm so underwhelmed by Wawas. Why don't they have more stuff? You really don't appreciate living in a state where you can buy beer in the grocery store until you move to one where you can't.
Yep, especially you moved to a real bad one for that.
Yeah.
So it takes you about a day to get all the secret herbs and spices and to practice doing it to where you feel like you have the rhythm and the pattern down just right. So who's going first?
I thought this was going to be a double thing. I was just
well, it's the person has to do it themselves. You think you can get Calamity to do it if you're holding Calamity's paw while he rotates the cup and everything.
Do you want to rock paper scissors for this?
I mean, I can just do it.
All right. Well, Calamity will do it first. I'll help him do it.
You gotta just do it.
We just gotta do it.
All right.
Just do it.
So, you do it, and when you drink, is it coffee or tea? By the way.
Well, it can't be coffee. Dogs can't have coffee, so it's tea in the most weakest sense.
Okay, like green tea.
Something a dog can drink. Yeah.
All All right. So,
Don't at me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. In this game with talking dogs, magical talking dogs, we're not strictly accurate.
It just can't be caffeinated, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it has to be something to keep you awake. So.
It's fine. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Add something because it's just tea that's supposed to keep you awake. Maybe we just pour some fucking taurine in there. It's fine. Let's just go.
Yeah, that works. So you get a shiver down your spine. And
some monster.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, just brew some monster. A brief, weird roller coaster like sensation to your stomach, and. Yeah, you have now gained a new identity called Sleeper at 5%. Let's see here.
Cool.
Yeah, you get a sense that you don't know exactly what you can do, but you realize that Tanya was 100% a sleeper.
Nice.
And you get a sense that the sleepers really want to keep the tiger from awakening, which means keeping the masses. If magic is powered by, the collective unconscious, which is sort of what...
yes, the Akashic record.
Yeah. Then you don't want the masses all realizing that weirdos and wizards are secretly manipulating them, because then they'll wake up and kill them all or cause a lot of damage. So sleepers are trying to keep things, secret, keep everyone asleep, as it were, because otherwise it's a lot worse. So... There are other things you can do with Sleeper, but you don't quite know them yet, because again, it's sort of vague. But you can repeat doing the ritual to raise it, or you could talk to Tanya, I assume, Calamity, you're going to tell Claire about all this as you have your little revelation. So
I basically explain it using the plot of Metal Gear Solid 2.
That makes sense. See, that's something I can understand.
Yeah, that's why you left that long play on for me the one day.
Well, I mean, it's basically a movie, and you got to leave noise on, or Calamity gets scared when you can hear the vac. Okay, yeah, sure. So I guess I'll do it too, and I imagine it's easier because I don't need Calamity to hold my paw while I do it.
Yeah, you could just do it, and you can drink coffee. So, so you do it as well. So yeah, you drink the cup. You have the roller coaster sensation in the pit of your stomach. Calamity, you actually kind of see sort of a brief. You see her aura briefly. A black and yellow striped shadow seems to shimmer over Claire, over her solar plexus. And yeah, you now have Sleeper as an identity at 5%.
I'm proud of Calamity for knowing what the solar plexus is.
I also watched a lot of Surgeon Simulator.
There you go. So, you both realize that. You have a sense of what Claire is doing. You could probably do other things with the sleeper identity, but that you either need to have Claire explain it to you, because the book itself is kind of vague about it, or do trial and error.
Claire
But you realize each of you can't just repeat the ritual without experiencing more supernatural things for some reason. In game turns, you have to build up charges normally, which I'm sort of hand waving a little bit, but
that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll charge my phone later and see about it. I guess we'll contact that lady and see what she'll tell us about sleepers.
So you contact Tanya. She says, "Oh, do you just? I don't want to talk on the phone. Should I meet you at your room again?"
Oh my god, there's so many rules. Yeah, sure, that's fine. This is why we don't join cults, Calamity. There's just so many rules and minutia.
So you are technically. So she looks at both of you. He's like, "Oh, so you performed the ritual." So you're technically sleepers.
Tight. Do we get t-shirts or something?
No, you can't reveal your identity to anyone who is
You
not
won't give me money. You won't give me t-shirts. I could get both money and t-shirts from the wrestling people. Just saying.
To be honest, most sleepers are people who have destroyed their lives in some way through magic and are trying to keep it from happening again. So it's more of a way to process grief and guilt rather than a country club.
Oh, well, you got to have someone to destroy it first. Am I right, Calamity?
Yep. Where my name is not Calamity.
But keep in mind, anybody with that book can do the ritual. So bad people who want to stop us can technically identify. If you concentrate, once you practice some more, you'll be able to just look at somebody and know if they're a sleeper or not, or if they've done the ritual or not. Like, I can tell both of you have done it. I just know. So that's one thing you can do with practice. You can also sort of hear noise, the noise of magic. So you can kind of sense not only with time, you can also not only sense the presence, its direction, its distance, its time, and how bad it's going to be. So, you can also send up sort of a warning to other sleepers in the area. That's so if you get into trouble, I might be able to pick up on it. And then you can also wreck the shit of anyone doing. You can send out warnings, very unnatural warnings to people. So it is. You don't really.
Can I shoot lightning?
No, it's never like directly through you. It's always, but I've made dolls talk to people.
Can I pick up objects with my mind?
Indirectly, yeah.
I was really hoping for blue lightning.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it's hard, but it'll freak them out. It'll scare the shit out of anyone who's not a total, hard case.
Yeah.
So if you help us spoil this ritual, I could introduce you to we have meetings too. And it's
like
sort of
magic AA meetings.
Yeah, basically, because again, you most of us have ruined our lives with magic, and we're trying to rebuild it and deal with the shit. There's someone in an organization who caused his family to forget he existed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me your tragic backstory, bro.
That wasn't me.
Okay, sure. Wink.
Believe what you want. But I have a sense that this wrestling thing is going to be something we should. This finale is like I don't trust it. My instincts is that they're exploiting the audience at least, which is not great. But I have no idea what this finale is going to be, and a lot of people could get hurt. And it definitely can't be televised or broadcast or streamed or whatever. So, you need to I would recommend trying to find out what they're going to do. And you have to use your own judgment. I mean, I'm not like other sleepers. I'm trying not to be like, I'm not trying to be a fucking magic cop. I'm just trying to prevent people from setting forest fires with, bullshit, basically.
Only you can prevent psychic damage. Yeah. Can I roll connect or whatever it is? 'Cause I kind of want to. I don't really feel like she's that altruistic, and so I just want to see
more secrecy.
Is this? Yeah. Okay. Can I see if this is? Sure. I got a 25, so that make it. Can I see if this is more like a power play, or if she's like genuinely concerned in the well-being of others?
You get a sense that she's not like being 100% pure about things. Let's see. She is the kind of person they're not exactly cops, but there's maybe they don't like competition in the occult underground. They don't like they like just being able to being a vigilante is kind of its own high. There's that, but she is telling the truth, and she's saying she's it's to keep things from getting worse. At least that she believes that. She's just sees the world through a particular lens, and is going to act on it. Like you don't really have a lot of evidence one way or the other, so she's using the justification of hurting other people more than like these. I don't trust anyone else other than me to use magic, so fuck them. But also, for someone who has an organization, she obviously doesn't have a lot of backup if she's like trying to recruit you.
Yeah, because back when we were talking to was it Amy or whatever was in the other game? She's made it sound like there was this like monolithic force that was like going to go after people.
Well, I mean,
for breaking the facade.
Because you did make your roll, so you do perhaps. She keeps talking about how they're skirting the edge. They're probably technically following the rules that the sleepers set down, even though they're doing things in public. They're doing it in such a way that there's plausible deniability. Like backyard wrestling, people do all kinds of tricks to make them see their wounds seem worse. There's practical special effects. The audience is just being drained, so they just feel happy at the end. So like, and tired. So like, they're probably technically following the rules, which is why they haven't like brought in out of town hitters to like disappear people. But like, Tanya is trying to get you because she just thinks that, well, they're maybe technically following the rules, but like, I don't trust them. So, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she already brought this to other sleepers and they didn't think it was worth the effort. They probably have other problems that they're dealing with, and this is lower priority.
Okay. Well, I think we'll just tell Tanya that like we'll keep an eye on it. And if we feel like something's up, we'll bail.
All right. Well, don't just bail. Try and tell me what's happening, and
I'll use that like psychic thing, and I'll send you a warning. With like my mind, and put my fingers to my temples and do the whole like thought
you gotta be careful.
projection. Oh shit! You think I could actually do it on accident?
Well, I've heard bad news about aura reveal parties. So
starting fires and shit. Yeah. All right.
Tanya's made her pitch. You've kind of inferred some things from what she said and versus what she didn't say. So you have some time before the next match if you want to do something else, or we could cut straight to the next match, which is at the same place, about, a couple days from this meeting with Tanya. You can't do the ritual anymore until you have more contact with the supernatural, so you can't just grind your sleeper identity.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with just going to the match, but
I can't think of anything I'd want to be doing.
Okay.
Because it's not like the sleepers are going to be easy to just Google or whatever.
Yep. So, yep. Oh yeah, you do finish your picture, I assume, so you can get paid your first $4,000 for your,
tight. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So in the bank. Yeah, you do your Wound Man version of Jack Mayhem, and they are quite grateful to get the file, and the print shop is hard at work at it. And the next week passes. Time passes until the match comes. What do you do? Is it just regular streaming and working while you wait for the next match?
Yeah, we got to eat.
Yep.
Calamity's got dog food and nachos and hash browns, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm very hungry.
Okay. How did you handle those nachos, by the way, Calamity? Were there any long-term side effects, or you want to get some more for the next match?
I definitely want more nachos. I mean, even if there were side effects, I would just want more. Like it's not how this works.
Now that we've shown him nachos, he can't not have them. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll get I guess we'll show up a little bit earlier. We'll get nachos, and then I want to go talk to Rod.
Okay. So yeah, you get there. The crowd is also there. Very similar scene to last time. Very enthusiastic. Even more people this time. Rod Ramjet is going to be facing another jobber for the semifinal match. This one is, let's see here.
Brett Slam Thrust.
Brett Slam Thrust. Yeah. And so you try to go talk to Rod Ramjet, and he's like, oh, good, yeah, definitely. If you want to do some sketches for the portrait, that's great. I'm real busy though, so I just gotta just a couple of things. It's cool for you like step in your trailer, and I can get some data. Just gotta
get some info for the sketches, you know?
Okay, so you step into another horse trailer. It seems that's what they use around here for their little private locker rooms. What info are you trying to get out of Rob?
So yeah, I'm gonna like whisper to him conspiratorially, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so like just so we both know we're on the same page, like, has Diggle like told you about the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, well, because like just between you and me, like Jack didn't really seem like he was like really aware of what was going on. So like I just wanted to make sure that like Diggle wasn't pulling a fast one on both of you.
Lady, I don't know what you're trying to pull, but like, don't worry about it. Just keep your head down, do your job.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Is that what Diggle tells you, or like?
Look, are you trying to get more? Are you trying to dig up? Like, you don't. This is a need to know kind of situation. You don't need to know.
And so he doesn't think you need to know either, because I've done some stuff before, and so Diggle was a lot more friendly with the details.
Why don't you just be upfront? Just ask what you want to know. Why don't you?
So I want to convince him to try and like prove. I want to try and get him to like say what the details of the ritual are.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know enough about what's going on to like trick him.
Mm-hmm. You can give me a connect roll to kind of read them.
Oh, I'm so bad at connect. You know what? Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen?
I can help. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh shit! I made it.
This is a guy you could tell who is impressed only by strength and directness. He is, if you were to prove yourself to him in some way, he would probably respect you more and be able to tell you more things. But
okay.
Like he's not gonna. He's very suspicious by nature as well. So like it's gonna be, without the kind of information, it's gonna be very hard to trick him. So
I'm okay. So I'm gonna level with you, Rod. I've looked directly into the face of a dead god and seen the things it dreams about. Okay, and that shit fucked me up pretty bad. Mm-hmm. I don't think Diggle's being pretty honest with you. I think the cost of this whole thing is going to be way higher than he says it is. So I want to do me a favor. I want to do you a favor. I want to know what he's told you.
All right, look, I'll tell you more if you can. I only tell warriors the real truth. Are you a warrior?
Oh, no. Fuck
yeah, buddy. Of course I'm a fucking warrior.
Yeah, how you going to prove it? Warriors have feats of strength, feats of agility, feats of endurance.
Okay. So I've got
you
my
could be
knife
part of the
on
warm-up act here.
I've got my knife on me. So
yeah.
I'm going to put my hand down on the table. I'm going to take my knife, and I'm just going to stab myself in the hand.
All right.
Oh, no.
One.
Yeah. Are you really going to stab yourself in the knife?
I'm really going to stab myself in the hand.
Okay. That would be first a self check at 6 because I'm doing this to myself.
Okay.
What's your self at? What? How many notches?
My self's at 5.
Okay. This still. I would let me check that because that's a what notch would that be at? That's a. Let's see here.
I'll just assume it would be violence. So it's like, I could do this.
I mean, it would normally be both. Like it like that's a lot to stab yourself in the hand.
I'm gonna stare him in the eyes and stab myself in the hand.
Yeah. Here it is. Self-stress.
I'm just gonna make Ross look up rules. That was the whole point of this exercise.
Yeah. Let's see here. Decide on I would say it's a 6. Yeah.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Yes. Whatever you use to defend self, which is
defend with notice. Okay. Oh, this would be easy then. So I'm gonna use my whatever that thing is that lets you flip.
Mm-hmm. Do you have one for each of your passions? Rage,
my passions, my rage is influencers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally describes this whole outfit. It's just people like fucking shit up so that they can get whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Pisses me off. I don't like them taking advantage of the crowd. So yeah, 26.
Okay, yeah.
Under 50.
You need to know because you need to, because fuck these people just manipulate, exploiting people. So yeah, you take, I'd say that inflicts 5 damage on you. Now, normally a human has like 50 wounds essentially. So, and also you're going to have to actually make an art check for the portrait because now one of your hands is, I assume, not your main drawing hand.
Of course, it's not the drawing hand. I'm not dumb.
Yeah, but it's still going to hurt because, like, oh shit.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
We might not even be drawing the second picture.
Okay. Just let me lick it. Let me lick it clean.
Okay.
It'll coagulate, sterilize.
Yeah, sure. This
is why I got the t-shirt earlier, just to wrap it up.
Okay. So he's like, he looks at it, sees that you've stabbed yourself through the hand. He's like, all right. Guess you do have a warrior spirit in you. Diggle said we can't tell anybody, but fuck him. I do what I want. We're going to be immortal in our own way. It's a way to create both of us, Jack and I, are gonna age out. Maybe not this match, maybe not this year, maybe next year, but soon. And we got shit to look forward to. But what if the match never ends? What if we can get people watching us forever? Not like consciously, not on a screen, but in their dreams. When they're asleep, we'll be out there. They'll be able to see us. They'll be able to cheer for us. Fuck it. We can make our own Valhalla. And eventually other people will figure out how to get in there. We'll have, the matches we'll have. It'll be glorious.
So you're going to make like Afterlife Fight Club.
Yeah. Oh, there'll be winners or losers. I'll be winning. But yeah, it'll be a never-ending wrestling match. And yeah.
Well, not just like wrestling, but like real combat, right? Like real fights.
It's all about the big show, man. It's all about getting the eyes on you, getting the crowd going for you, wanting you to win, wanting you to feel pain. Oh God. Yeah.
It's just a rush, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rod's in this for being the center of attention, being like
right.
Yeah. You're not sure how the mechanics are going to work, but yeah, it's fuck it, we'll make our own Valhalla.
Okay, well that sounds fine. I don't see any problems with this. All right, I'm just gonna clap him on the shoulder and be like, "All right, sick, tight. So where's the bandage tent?"
Oh, I got some right here. Never leave home without it.
Yeah, cool. Can you just
all right, yeah, he wraps you up real well. So
all right, sweet. Okay.
Yep, that's a scar you'll have forever.
It's fine.
Okay,
I got worse ones.
Do you?
Chicks dig scars.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even think I got 9 hard notches in violence, Ross. All right. Daycare?
Fair. All right. Touche. That's what they're trying to do. And your banners are going to play an integral part in that somehow. But
I'm going to level with you, Calamity. Being known for doing the heraldry of Backyard Wrestling Valhalla is not really that bad.
Well, I'm glad you're liking it.
All right. I guess now that we know more, we'll probably just go confront Diggle and find out what the real cost of this is.
Diggle is nowhere to be found at this match. He seems to be MIA.
All right, let's go see Skylar and see what's up.
Skylar's very busy, frantically going from place to place.
Hey, Skylar, where's Diggle?
He's busy.
Yeah, where?
Sorry, need to know.
I need to know.
Why?
You know why, Skylar.
No, I don't. Everything.
Skylar.
Yeah.
Skylar, look at me. Skylar.
Hey.
You know why I need to know where Diggle is.
Let's see. Roll probably status. See if you can. If you're important, if he thinks you're important enough to tell that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or if you have an identity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, substitutes for status. That's 67 under 88.
All right. So you look, he's not even here, all right? He's there's a lot of work to be done to setting up the prison for the final match next week. So he's there. I'm running things tonight. So if you need something, your chairs are set up. Here, I even got you per diem this time. We got some more. Here's an extra $50.
Okay. All right. Is he going to be at the prison next week?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
What's with
then.
the tone, man. Snappy.
Calamity doesn't like your tone. He says you're snappy.
Huh? What?
See?
Sorry, I gotta go. He starts off. No, we need these.
I'm going to tell your boss.
He's already gone. Like,
What a dick. All right. Okay. Well, I don't have any problem with doing this last picture. So let's watch the match, and I'll draw this last one.
okay. So again, there's warm-up acts. There's matches that are various. There's a fluorescent tube fight. Tube bulb fight where they're just smashing those bulbs on each other. Ladder match.
That shit hurts.
Yeah, it does. There are people getting really hurt for the entertainment of 400 people. Well, plus the live stream, but as it was a slam thrust is Rodney's opponent. Yeah, Rod's opponent. So that he comes out, he gets some cheers, but everyone's booing Rod Ramjet, and he just welcomes it. He's very much playing the heel, and he's just soaking it in. And this is it's actually, they've progressed to knives. There is a knife dangling from a rope at the top. It's a short knife. It doesn't look, it's more like
It's a real knife of Damocles.
Yeah, it's a real knife of Damocles. It's dangling from a rope held over the match. Then there's a ladder, and they're both trying to get it. And as again, they get what happens though is they get the knife, and they start slashing at each other with it, as they're wrestling for control over it. And both of you can give me notice checks.
Okay.
I fail mine.
Same.
Okay. Both
It's really hung up on that dude's tone. Not really paying attention.
Right.
Both of you are enthralled in the match. You're caught up in it. But the knife finally sticks in his through his arm. But like the arrow or the spear on Moon Man. But the same thing happens. He the wound is miraculously healed, and he is at the end of the match, and there is again a similar set of awe and silence after he wins, and he strikes a wound man pose for you to draw.
Mm-hmm.
And,
all right.
So go ahead and give me a furry art check.
All right.
I believe in you.
Oh, that's easy. Critical success.
Damn, yeah, all right. Fair enough. So the two of you can leave, but you've yeah.
Yeah, I think we, as we're leaving.
Actually, Calamity, give me a nose for trouble check. I forgot to do that too.
Oh, no problem. Yep.
You actually smell blood, not just from the ring, but around you, and that's when you notice there are like several cuts on the audience. A lot. There's lots of cuts. It looks like they're suffering sort of like phantom cuts that they don't really notice. But yeah, it looks like the match is draining more out of the. There's some sort of sympathetic wound injury thing going on. You're not quite sure. But yeah, it seems like what it's taking out of the audience is intensifying or getting, and,
thank goodness I stabbed myself earlier, because then I could control where it was.
Well, it seems both of you are immune to the effects of this because you're already too fucking hardened to the occult.
Yeah.
It only seems to be pulling for people with no or few notches in hard notches in a natural.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they're now it's now injuring people. Although these seem to be shallow cuts.
Okay. As we're leaving, I'm gonna call Diggle.
Okay. You get a voicemail, or the option to leave him a voicemail.
I'm gonna leave him a voicemail, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, either you call me back tonight, or I'm bailing on your project." And I know you need the quote unquote backup.
All right. He calls what? He calls later.
All right. Hey, I don't really want to talk on the phone, so if you got to meet me at the Wawa on 67th.
Okay. He goes there, and Jack is with him. Jack Mayhem. Neither of them look both of them look very displeased to be here.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's a Wawa. Nobody wants to be at a Wawa. I'm going to be like, okay, so I've got the last drawing. I can send it to the printer. But I need you to tell me what the actual cost is going to be before I send it off. I need to know that nothing bad's going to happen to me. And you need to be real and upfront with me.
Well, don't be there and you'll be fine. Just send us the picture. You're done. As soon as you send us the picture, we're paying you and you're done.
Listen, I was at the match. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm part of this ritual now because I was at the other two matches. So I need to know what the exact cost is going to be. Like, are you going to kill all those people there?
You don't need to know. They're not going to die. They're going to become part of the show. All right. What's a show without an audience?
Okay.
You don't think they don't want that either? They may not know, but they may not know, but they know. Like, you saw those people. They're a lot of these people. They got what else they got going for their lives. But they get a chance to be part of something greater than themselves. They get a chance to be entertained for the rest of eternity. They get to be part of share something. You don't think 9 out of 10 of the people in that audience wouldn't jump at that? And only the most hardcore of the hardcore are going to be there. And
you think you're not going to like be fucking something up by making this like forever match in the human consciousness, collective unconsciousness?
Look, it's not even going to be the entire collective unconscious. Well, fuck it. People are fucking us over all the time anyways. Why can't we add something ourselves?
Shit, man, I guess you're right. But if I have nightmares about this, fucking expect to hear from me.
Look, you're definitely not going to hear from us after this match. You give us that picture, I give you your money, and then we're done. You can just walk away.
All right. Sure. I'm going to send it over in an hour.
All right.
You don't need them anyway.
I really don't. So I don't really care necessarily if they want to make Eternal Fight Club for themselves. The thing I'm worried about is them like fucking up the Akashic record, because feel like that would translate over to like messing with the balance of things or whatever, like this nonsense the sleepers are going on about.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want to get paid.
Well, I mean, you could send them the picture, and then you could figure out a way to sabotage it still.
Mm-hmm. It's got something to do with the iconography.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to embed the sabotage into the art?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. How do you want to do that? How do you want to figure that out?
Well, it would be pretty easy to, like, basically just add a watermark. That like only I'm gonna know it's there, and I don't doubt my ability to do that. But the question is what.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we roll? We need to figure out what it is they're exactly trying to do. Because like I kind of got the idea of it, but like we need to know what the exact ritual is so that we can fuck it up somehow.
Secrecy would be knowing about weird occult secret shit.
Okay. I got a 7 under 50.
Okay. So, yeah, they're trying to do two things. One is combat. Well, they specifically evoked Valhalla. So, and so an afterlife of fighting, of battle. But they're also evoking like the spectacle, the show. So, something secret, something peaceful. Those are the kind of symbols that you would be trying to weave in. Yeah. To sort of sabotage it or to undermine it. You could also, it's also a very masculine thing. It's, big burly men doing big burly fighting. So something feminine would obviously undermine it. There is you did get a very much a no girls allowed vibe from this kind of thing. So those are symbols off the top of your head. Those are the categories of symbols that would undermine it. That if you to weaken in, obviously on the practical level, if you can figure out which abandoned prison in the region it is, you could tell the cops, and a police raid would undoubtedly interrupt things, or like some sort of flash mob if you could motivate that.
Listen, we may deal in the occult, but we don't involve ourselves with the cops.
Yeah, no, fair. So
Yeah.
So those are the categories in terms of specific symbols. This is a European, Western thing. Wound Man comes from, European manuscripts from the 14th, 15th century and became part of pop culture through fucking Hannibal. So
yeah, I read the wiki.
Yep. So, that was for the audience, the listeners out there. But
I can't believe y'all listen to RPPR and don't just Google everything Ross says. Failing your homework.
Yep. So, and also Wound Man, something broken, something injured. So something about birth, renewal, healing, to undo that, to undermine that. So, those are, like a symbol of a unicorn, symbol of birth, symbol of resurrection, symbol of peace, the feminine, like a virgin riding a unicorn. If you could work that in there, like, like a furry unicorn maiden.
Does he have tattoos? Does
sure.
Rod have tattoos?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I know how I'm going to sabotage this. So the framing, like the composition, the items in the shot are going to line up so that they form an upside down triangle, like a triangle where the apex is pointing downwards. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to change one of his tattoos from whatever it is into a Rod of Asclepius, because that's a symbol of healing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to add a little secret doodle in the margins, because only I'm going to know it's there. And it's the principle of the thing that matters. So since I know it's there, it is secret, and therefore applies the attribute of secrecy to this picture.
Okay.
It's going to be a picture of a dog.
Calamity, you can make a roll too to make suggestions if you want to, or to get some more ideas. Probably secrecy would work as well. Calamity.
Yeah.
Did you want to try and think of anything else to add?
Yeah. I've never gotten involved in the art, but I can roll secrecy or something.
Yeah.
Let me try that. My secrecy is pretty good because I'm very unnatural.
Mm-hmm. You've seen a lot of shit while crawling around the junkyard.
I've seen some footage, let me tell you.
I've seen footage, I say noted.
Yeah, 28 under 50.
Okay, well, one thing you think about is, Claire talks a lot about colors and stuff like that, and how things are certain colors that obviously you can't really see. And so a little bit about images that are there but aren't. And you think of, and of course, Claire's talked about this before, so this is how you know about it. But steganography, concealing images inside of other images. There are Photoshop filters you can use, processes you can use to conceal images. So, basically, is there a hidden boat in this picture? That kind of thing. But there are ways to embed secret images because you're sending them a file. So,
because if you just put it in like a Photoshop layer, and then just turn the layer off.
Right.
The opacity way down.
Yeah,
all kinds of.
That's what I was going to do when I said watermark it.
Okay.
Turn the opacity way down.
Yeah.
Okay. So the two of you collaborate on that with collaborate. More moral support.
I have a real eye for the palette, the colors.
That's a dog. Yeah, you have an excellent eye for colors.
All right, so give me another furry art check to see how good your art is.
Flip that.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip that. What do I have?
I think you have your noble and fear passions left.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with my fear. My fear is being completely alone. So like whatever the issues don't affect us, and so I'm worried that their ritual is going to go a little too far, and this is going to just fuck with a lot of people, and I don't want to be one of the only non Valhalla dreaming people left. So
yeah, you also think about all those people probably have families and friends who are going to miss them when they all go missing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's bad. Yeah. So you draw it and you send it to them, and they PayPal you the remaining $5,000. So
all right, tight.
So do you contact Tanya?
I'm gonna and then I'm gonna edit the other drawing, and I'm gonna send it to the printer and be like, hey, I realized the aspect ratio is off, and I fucked up the bleed margins. So I hope you haven't printed the Jack banners yet, but if you can use this.
Oh, sorry, it's already been printed and used. It's
shit. Diggle said this is going to be a big deal.
Sorry, can't do it any further. It's already it's done. Diggle's already prepared it.
Ah, shit. Can I just come down there and look at it? Did you already send it to him? Or?
Yeah, I already sent it to him. It's at the location.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to fuck with both of them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to. All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to be like, all right, well, cool, thanks, but I hope it doesn't suck. Anyway, later.
All right. So, yeah, the match. So the match draws near. Yeah. So, are you contacting Tanya or not?
Yeah, I'm going to contact Tanya and be like, can you just get a group of people to go down there? I think it'd be cool if you got a bunch of ladies together and they just went and watched, because that it's gonna fuck up the energy of the place a little bit. So
are you telling her what the real plan is now that you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm I don't think it's gonna be a big deal, but also kind of fuck them.
Yeah, I think I can cut down on the number of people going.
Cool.
There's a lot I can do to just fuck up their logistics. So I'll cut down on the number of audience members, but I don't think I want to be anywhere near that place when it goes off. Unless if you fucked it up, sabotaging your ritual is really good, but it's also going to be really dangerous for those point blank. So I will try and reduce the number of people there.
Cool.
So
excellent.
But you should definitely stay away from that, because if anybody's left on this side, if they survive it, you might want to move, check out before the match goes, because they might blame you if something fucks up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
and there's no favor for favor thing here.
Well, yeah, I can help. What do you need? Yeah. You're
not gonna, give me a little bit of protection from, say, two wrestlers and a manager that might be upset that they're not in immortal backyard wrestling paradise?
Well, I can help you move to a safe location.
You know what? I'll just bank this one. If I need something, I'll call you.
Okay.
Later, Tanya.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Right? Can't believe that.
All right. So,
there's some part of me that wants to go down and see what actually happens, though.
I mean, there will be a live stream of it, so you can watch it to see what happens.
We can troll chat.
Oh, we should troll chat.
Yeah. So you stay in your hotel. And
you know what? Actually, trolling chat is probably better. Like, because it helps fuck up the like universal reach of the thing if we just troll chat. So yeah, we're gonna troll chat.
Me in chat, my dog poggers. Just spam dog chat.
Doggers.
So the match, so the week rolls by, and they reveal the prison that they're in, which has been abandoned. And so they're definitely out using any permits. So this is a guerrilla thing. But you see Nacho Man in the first shot, and among the hardcore fans that have all been selected for this Hell in a Cell, it looks like they have taken the Prism indoor gym and built, chain link fence cage, for the match. And Melvin Diggle's there. They also have the two banners. They are very large with your art prominently featured there, and they have been soaked in blood, the blood of the wrestlers. So they look quite metal. And yeah, you can see other little marks that have signified it. There are various circles of chalk around the entire area, various symbols that have been painted. There's a lot of weird things going on.
Yeah, I think the effect is cool, but all that red really just kind of clashes with the paint job. Just saying.
Yeah, it's artfully, like there are symbols drawn on it in.
I get that I'm a digital artist, but people just really don't respect my work these days.
No, it looks like they messed with the color space and everything.
Yeah. Right?
So bad. The white balance.
So as you're watching the match, what are you hoping will happen, Claire?
As far as like the ritual itself, or I'm kind of hoping just like I'm kind of okay. I want it to fuck up, but like I don't really care in like what direction. I just want them to be extremely disappointed with the result.
Okay. So the as you're watching the ritual, both of you, you don't have to make a roll for this. You can kind of see that the ritual is malfunctioning, but it's very subtle. So it is drawing power from the audience, but like it's based on how fervently they actually believe in this. So Nacho Man is 100% in this.
R.I.P. Nacho Man.
Yeah. But not every fan no fan is as dedicated as Nacho Man. And that's the one they're getting 100% from is Nacho Man. And so they're not getting enough power. There's not much as they had wanted. And as the match proceeds, the wrestling, it's not going. Like, these are both experienced wrestlers. This should be a hell of a show, but things are just fucking up. They're stumbling where they shouldn't be. It's just not working. You can't. It's just off. But they're building to some sort of big moment.
I'm like typing into chat. Way to no sell basic moves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's like, it's not, everyone's wanting, it's not living up to the expectations. It is at night that it is happening. And there is a storm over the prison. And as they are talking, Melvin continues on, and he pushes the button, and the ceiling opens up. They actually had charges set up to blow up the ceiling to get it to the sky. It starts raining in there. And that's when lightning strikes. And that ends the live stream. It just fries out the equipment, which you realize they weren't planning. They were wanting to show, there's a pre-scripted video and the audio is there's pre-scripted audio that is going to a blank image. The guys are, but as you can see, both our wrestlers and audience have all vanished. They have gone to Wrestling Valhalla, and it's just going on and on about how they've ascended to the true Wrestling Valhalla, and only true wrestlers and fans are going to be there. But like half the audience, you're starting to get Instagram and social media reports like, I'm here, like, there's only like Rod's still there, Jack's gone, Melvin's gone, but Rod's still there. He looks really confused. Most of the audience is here. I don't see where's Nacho Man? Maybe he can explain it. I don't see Nacho Man. So it looks like you.
I'm gonna start spreading a rumor in chat that they just ran away with a bunch of money and stuff and fucked all the wrestlers out of their contracts.
Oh yeah, and that picks
and
up
how this
steam.
place is a sham and
So it looks like they did do it, but only a couple of people got pulled in. Rod's been spared from it. But Jack and Melvin are gone, along with Nacho Man and maybe 10% of the audience. So it's going to be that night you dream of Jack having to wrestle Nacho Man. He's the only one. So it's just a pro versus a very untalented but enthusiastic fan. So it's just the lamest match for all eternity. And they're there's a Melvin is oh, if only another wrestler would come in here to spice things up, and don't you want to join our wrestling Valhalla? So they're stuck in the shittiest pocket universe, afterlife, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that no one is probably ever going to want to be a part of, because you have to spend eternity with Nacho Man and 10 other hardcore wrestling fans, and Jesus,
this is being unfair to Nacho Guy, but
yeah, he's doing his best. He's got the great afterlife. He gets to be part of the show now.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. This was for Nacho Guy, and then because of our Warriors bond, we spared Rod. Get it? To spare the Rod, something. Spoil the Nacho. Spare the Rod, spoil the Nacho Guy.
So. Yeah,
Rod got spoiled nachos.
Rod starts a podcast and becomes a commentator. He doesn't know what else to do with his life. But
that is what you do when you run out of options.
Yeah, start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, in that universe, yes, definitely. There's no.
This is all fantasy. This is fiction.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you, Birk.
We made it up.
So yeah, that was the send-off, and it was quite a send-off. So yeah, it's just an idea I've had for a while. So, but I kind of fine-tuned it for Claire and Calamity.
Nice.
Question, comments, suggestions. You guys like it?
I think we did a good job of eating nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun. So, whatever. I get another idea. We'll do some more Claire Calamity misadventures.
It's a good use for all the Gonzo ideas that you don't want to take too seriously, but you still want to do a little bit with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think a backyard wrestling would work at a super serious horror game.
No. It's just watching documentary or videos of extreme backyard wrestling. It's not there's got to be some weird occult reason they're putting their bodies through that much abuse. It can't just be their it's easy to project some sort of weird occult meaning for all that bloodshed and chaos.
Legos.
Yeah, Lego match. That's the newest thing. So that's what his first episode is about, actually, is the upcoming Lego match in Deathmatch Backyard Extreme Ultra Wrestling, which is the new league that is popping up.
I'm going to wait for Deathmatch Backyard Wrestling Extreme Ultra Mega Keel, and then I think I could get on board then, but this is just washed up dudes from 5-6 years ago. Where's the fresh blood?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Good point. Well, thank you all for listening. And Bridget, what do you want to hype before we leave?
Remember that you can always find my Patreon at patreon.com/BridgetFan. So if you like me and you like me showing up in RPPR, that's one way to make sure keep on ticking. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to read my hilarious jokes that are definitely family friendly, you can follow me on Twitter.com at my @unsatisfiedkit. It's like you were going to type out unsatisfied kitty, all one word, but you forgot the Y.
And Birk is, your American host of Night Clerk Radio.
Yeah.
People can find you at Birk McBurkinson on Twitter. Anything else?
See, Ross does it for me.
Yeah. Do you want to? I mean,
There's also an episode of Night Clerk Radio that I was on, which is pretty
Bridget
good.
On a recent episode where we talked about horror video games, like this kind of stuff, but in video game form. It was super fun. So yeah, nightclerkradio.com, at Night Clerk Radio, at Birk McBirkinson. We're out there. You can find us.
Yep. Thank you all for listening. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.